Hey everybody, I'm MatadorPhilip, back with my beautiful wife, Hipstermermaid,
Hiya.
here with another episode of Balance and Bullshit.
You almost forgot the name, didn't you?
I did. We've been recording these all in one day, so that name is still like an hour old. I like it though. I'm probably going to keep it.
If
This
you
is
have better
funny.
ideas, let us know. That we're really fond of it, but
Let us know in the comments if you have a better name for that. And today we're going to talk a little bit about macro and micronutrients, which if you've never heard of them before, like I know a lot of the people who follow this channel from me posting in Crush, then you probably already know all this. But for a lot of other people who are maybe thinking about getting into fitness, you may be very confused by... Did you hear that? You may be very confused by all this macro and micro talk. Like you see all these big giant...
especially weightlifting.
Yeah, you see these big giant swole weightlifting dudes on Instagram talking about their macros and talking about eating like this massive slice of pizza, and it's very confusing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and how I kind of think it's a load of shit. So, and there go like half the people who are watching who are just like, nope.
Dislike.
So basically macronutrients there's three pillars of macronutrients. There is fat, protein, and carbs. So all those you know. Those are just like the overarching categories that encompass everything that you eat. Mm-hmm. And then you've got micronutrients, which is basically everything else. Anything that's either like a vitamin or a mineral would fall under that umbrella of being a micronutrient.
Really?
Yep. I did not know that. I learned that today. Because I didn't really know. Like for this video, I was researching how exactly does one quantify a micronutrient. But apparently it's just anything like I had it written down
All
here.
else miscellaneous.
Micronutrients refers to specific vitamins and minerals beyond those three pillars of fat, carbs, and protein.
Okay.
So pretty much any other type of mineral that's in the things you eat is a micronutrient.
Keep in mind that carbs, fat, and protein are all broken down in their own categories
Yes.
into different branches. That's important.
That is very important. But, you know, one of the things that I see a lot of people, especially on Instagram, like in the fitness Instagram community, you see lots of people who are like, especially like Shreds athletes, like spokesmen and spokeswomen for Shreds and similar companies, will constantly talk about their macros or fitting food into their macros, but they talk about like eating the shittiest food. Like I've heard so many fitness professionals and nutritionists go on rants and raves about how stupid it is that people will talk about, because basically if you eat a type of food that contains certain amounts of those three things, then it fits into your macros, as they say. Like different people have a list of how much fat and how much protein and how many carbohydrates they need in their diet every day. And to a lot of people, it doesn't matter what they eat, so long as it fits into those macros. And because like these people are doing like insane workouts and lifting huge amounts of weight, which I really respect, but at the same time, they'll be talking about...
Which burns a lot of energy.
That burns a lot of energy, burns a lot of calories. So they'll always talk about how, hey, look at what I'm eating today. I'm eating this giant double cheeseburger with bacon, and then I had a slice of cake for dessert because it fits into my macros. And
or half a cake.
Or a half a cake. Or half a pizza. Or a whole pizza, sometimes. And so people will talk about eating all kinds of shitty food because it fits into their macros, and therefore their body just burns it right off. But I have a huge problem with that because it kind of ignores micronutrients. It ignores taking care of your body and eating things that are healthy for you in the long term, and eating organic and eating healthy.
Yep. So if you have listened to us for even like half a second, you know how much we love promoting the idea of eating whole and eating organic. There's a lot of different reasons that we do. Mostly because there's been nothing proven that it's bad for you. There's a lot of research that says that it doesn't matter. There's a lot of research that says that it's very good, but there's almost no research that says that organic is bad. And the research there is that says that it's bad is not scientific. I mean, find me a source that's a scientific source that says eating organic is detrimental to your health. Mm-hmm. But that's another topic for another time.
Meanwhile, there's plenty of research out there that says that eating things like highly processed food and food from your average fast food restaurant is incredibly bad for you, whether or not it fits into your macros. It's incredibly detrimental to your overall health and longevity.
Keep in mind, when we say organic, we don't just mean no pesticides on our vegetables. When I say organic, I use it as a blanket term for everything that's not processed. Things that don't have additives, no artificial coloring, no artificial, flavors. all of that stuff. That is what we qualify under the blanket of organic.
Yep.
It's not the technical definition of organic, but it's a quick thing for us to blurb when we're talking.
Just a sticker on the box that says organic is not sufficient because
not.
that has a lot of wiggle room.
So keep in mind that what we're talking about is eating not out of a box, no processed foods, no additives, as natural and as whole as you can possibly get. So the reason that he and I are both very frustrated with this mentality is because your body does burn off food very quickly when you're lifting as much weight as these people do, and when you're doing as much exercise and burning off as many calories as these people are. It does. It eats through whatever it is that you're putting into it. But a lot of what you're putting into it doesn't, like a lot of what you put into your body doesn't just get recycled and move along. Mm-hmm. Things linger, especially additives, especially things that are artificially put into food to either improve shelf life or enhance flavor, whatever it might be. It lingers in your system, and ultimately they're toxins. Like it or not, they're toxins. Mm-hmm. And those wear on your body long term in horrible, horrible ways.
And I've listened to, like I said, a lot of fitness professionals who are very, very adamant about the other way, saying that organic is the way to go, organic and wholesome, as whole as you can get and as natural as you can get. And they will go on rants and raves saying like, yeah, it fits your macros, but why would you put that in your body? Why would you want to fuel yourself with that? It's like having something that runs on, it's like fueling something with gasoline that like, oh, damn it, I can't remember. Somebody used a really cool analogy talking about like...
And you just lost it?
I just lost it. I completely lost it. I just like started talking about gasoline and then it's gone.
He got all fired up about it.
It's running your body with an inferior fuel, with a fuel that is detrimental to the engine. It's like putting diesel in a gasoline engine or vice versa.
Well, that's horrible.
That's horrible.
So, like, that would, like, destroy the engine.
I'm sure there's a better example
There's
out there
a way better example. That's okay. That's okay.
The takeaway of this is Philip does not know enough about carbs.
Philip doesn't know...
Cars, not cars.
I mean, to be fair, you probably don't know enough about carbs either.
Probably not.
Keep in mind, we're not experts on any of this.
No.
We're not scientists. We're not nutritionists. We're just two people who are trying to do the best thing for our health and get really frustrated when people do things that are obviously stupid. Mm-hmm. The idea of focusing only on your macros and putting absolute poison into your body and justifying it by saying, it fits my macros, is stupid. If you want to eat cake, have at it. I mean, have at it. But try not to justify it as it's healthy for me because it fits into my macros, because it's not.
Yep,
it's not. It's not a healthy choice.
Yep, just because it does fit into your macros does not mean it is good for you. It does not mean it is healthy.
It's not fuel. It's not fuel for your body. It has no nutritional benefit for your body. So why would you put it in your body at all?
Exactly.
You know more about this than I do.
That's really all I have to say about it at this point, because I'm trying to keep these a little bit shorter, so they're kind of more bite-sized chunks. But basically, worry about your micronutrients as well. I don't think you should discredit macros at all, because that is still important. Those are still important numbers. Like, if you have a goal to hit, then macronutrients are really good for helping you hit that goal. Like, you need to know, I need this much fat, I need this much protein, I need this many carbs in my diet per day. Those are really good to know, but make sure that macros and micros run in tandem, especially when it comes to fitness and wellness, overall health. Because I'm just a mess this episode.
That's okay. That's all right. We've been talking for a little while.
Just think about, where does your food come from? Do you know what's in it? Do you know exactly where it came from? How did it come to be where it is right now? How'd you get it?
And another little snippet that I'm going to finish off for you, because I heard you rant about it last night, so I'm just going to finish it for you. If you reach the end of the day and you need to fill your macros and you haven't quite filled them yet, maybe the best idea to reach your macros isn't to go straight for the ice cream. Maybe find an alternative that is also fuel for your body, that helps build on a healthy foundation for, like, your gut, man. Like, your intestines. Don't think about just your muscles. Don't think about just your gains. Don't think about just your weight loss or your fat. Think about the entirety of your body, because everything works in tandem. Everything, it's a system and it works that way. So...
this wellness from the inside out. It's important.
So that's about it.
That's all we have to say for this one. So, as always, we welcome any and all comments, as long as they're either constructive, or if you're gonna contradict what we're saying, we're fine with that. Just like give us a source. Just saying, like, because we like reading through contradicting information if it's important and if it's well thought out.
Yep.
So we welcome healthy, productive discussion.
Yep. And hey, we're not experts on macros. This is all kind of stuff that we're stumbling upon. So if we've missed the boat entirely, we'd like to hear that too. I don't think we've missed the boat entirely.
Nope. Because it is still a discussion that I see going on a lot right now. So
it's relatively new science.
Yeah. So let us know what you think in the comments, and if you have anything else you'd like to see us talk about in a later episode, let us know that too. So we will see you guys in the next video, and see you later.
Bye!
I haven't gone any higher than that yet because I want to make sure that I get this absolutely right, and also I haven't looked at the GoPro footage yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going low enough during the squats. So I'm gonna check out that footage and review my form and see if I'm doing it right, but I'm pretty sure I need to go lower. So I'd rather